Hello everyone, myself is Vigneshwari, Assistant Professor in the Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering from SNS College of Technology, Coimbatore. So today I am going to discuss on the topic addressing modes of 8086 processor. Right, so this comes under the subject microprocessors and microcontrollers under the unit 8085 and 8086 microprocessor. So whenever a microprocessor it executes an instruction, it needs to know where the data has to be located, right? So where the data has to be located is the sense we are going to address today as the addressing mode. So we are going to discuss about the operations, how it is being performed in the individual addressing modes. So these are the topics for discussion today: types of addressing mode, immediate addressing mode, register addressing mode, direct and indexed addressing modes. So let us explore why these addressing modes are being made essential, right? So we have to find a friend's house, right? So you can go to the friend's house in different ways by either asking for the direction or by using the landmark you people know, right? So similarly, the processor could access the data using the different methods depending on where the data has been located, and hence addressing modes provide flexibility in accessing the operands, and they help the processor determine the effective address of the data, and that by reducing the complexity of the programming. Without addressing mode, every instruction would have to specify complete memory address, making the programs larger and even less efficient. So different types of addressing mode, as we said: immediate addressing mode, register addressing mode, direct addressing mode, indirect addressing mode, indexed addressing mode, and then finally based index addressing mode. So let us explore the individually. So first comes with the immediate addressing mode, right? So what is that immediate addressing mode? So let us begin with an example. For example, move AX, 1234H. Here 1234H that indicates the data value that is made directly available in the instruction. And the processor does not need to access the memory separately to fetch this data. Think of it like receiving the cash directly in the hand, and you need not go to a bank to withdraw it. The advantage of immediate addressing is a faster execution because the data is readily available. However, it is suitable only when the value is known beforehand and remains constant. And next comes under the topic of register addressing mode. So let us say about the register addressing mode. Here the operand will be placed in the CPU registers. So consider the instruction move AX, BX. Here AX and BX are the registers where the content of the registers BX are being copied into the register AX. Since both the operands are being located inside the processor register, no memory access will be required here. Registers are located within the CPU, and therefore it can be accessed much faster than accessing the memory location. And this addressing mode it provides high execution speed and is commonly used in arithmetic and logical operation. Now let us discuss about the direct addressing mode. So here in the direct addressing mode, the memory address of the operand is explicitly specified in the instruction. For example, move AX, within bracket we have been given 1234H. Here the processor it directly accesses the memory location and transfers the stored data into the registers AX. This addressing mode is simple and easy to understand, but the instruction must contain the memory address, which increases the instruction size. So next comes under the indirect addressing mode, which is register indirect addressing mode. So in the register indirect addressing mode, the data which will be accessed, right, that can be stored in the any set of the memory location, but that memory location is not being accessed directly, that will be stored in the register. And the 8086 uses certain type of registers like BX, BP, SI, DI. For example, move AX comma BX. Suppose BX it contains the value 2000H. The processor it first reads the value BX, then access the memory location, and then it transfers the content to the data AX. So this mode provides flexibility because changing the register value automatically changes the memory location that is being accessed here. Next comes under the indexed addressing mode. So the indexed addressing mode, here the operands will be set first and it is being found by adding the constants to that of the SI or DI. These are the registers along with the displacement value. For example, move BX, comma SI plus 16. Suppose SI contains 1000H. Here the processor it needs to access the data and search through the array processing strings. Right. So instead of specifying the multiple address, we simply update the index register and access the information. And here comes with the summary. So we have discussed briefly about the indexed addressing mode, direct addressing mode, register indirect addressing mode, immediate addressing mode. So memory address is being stored in the register that comes under the register indirect addressing mode. And these are the references that has been used for the topic and a short quiz on this topic discussed. Thank you.